Well, happy 2023.
Boom, shakalaka.
It's been like 9 months of us doing this.
Oh my gosh.
Can you believe that?
That's a celebratory time.
That is. I feel like we should be.
Yeah. For a lot of people, that's a big commitment. Most people don't make a relationship work.
That's exactly right. We still like each other.
Yes.
Yep. But 2023 is going to be big.
Way big.
Yeah, we got big goals.
Yep.
But
Yep.
yeah, big goals. Yep. But first,
here we go.
we're not having anybody on here because we're going to start big with just the two of us.
Yep.
I hope you have something to talk about.
This is, hey, the people want, again,
They just
we
want
give them
us.
what they want.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
They just want us.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to start off with a little warm up.
Oh, my
First
host.
off, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Welcome
Yeah.
to Coaching Caffeine and Comedy.
Aw.
I'm your host, Hayley Kobza.
I'm still Lena.
Is that a rash on your neck?
Well, might start me because you said warm up.
Okay, so we're going to do a little warm up with just the two of us. Mm-hmm. You didn't come prepared. I did.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you 7 questions.
Okay.
Okay? Mm-hmm. You ready?
Ready.
What would you do if you were invisible for a day?
Oh, invisible for a day.
Mm-hmm.
I'd watch my dogs and see what they do when I'm not around. I mean, I live an exciting life. What can I say?
Oh my gosh. One of my questions I was going to put was like, what would your dogs say about you if they could talk?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what would they say?
Well, my
little one.
little Tuffy.
Yeah.
Oh, it would sound like this. Oh, shmugga mugga mugga my mama. Oh, that's what he'd say.
That's
I'm just, yeah. It's like how I talk to him, he would talk about to me. Because I'm like, oh, bubas. And he'd say, oh, mamas.
You think he wouldn't be like, what the?
Well, he would say some of that too. But the other two would be like, oh, it's that dumb furball and a crazy lady again. But Tough would be like, oh, my mama.
It's my mama.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
What makes you feel old?
I'm one, just found this out last night. I'm one of 31 cousins. Okay.
Okay.
Almost all of my cousins, except 9 of us, all of them are over 50. And I'm really close to that 50. That's making me feel, because to me, they seem, yeah.
Right, they're getting there. Yeah. They're getting the discount at Citadel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That makes me feel old.
What is something you think everyone should try at least once? My questions are really
Traveling somewhere and living for a period of time where they know no one.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. When you're young, clearly that has to happen when you're younger.
Well, I mean, I don't know what young means necessarily.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, but I mean,
Like going out.
It's such a vulnerable thing to like give up. It's one thing to go off to college. You usually like, you might know a few people or you're in this environment of like the college life that connects you. But like when you move off somewhere and totally start anew and know no one, it's like, wowzers.
I like that.
Yeah.
I've done that a few times.
Me too.
Absolutely loved it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What unwritten rule would you make mandatory if you could?
Don't be a douche.
Okay. So if
Come on, just like, don't make little things big things. Like, it's not going to be like, I would like to say like, just be on time or don't bite your nails.
Right.
But like that stuff in the whole scheme of things is so minor. It's like, if I don't call you,
you know what I mean? Talked about this.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
or just
don't
like,
make it.
Don't make, or like if you interpret, like, okay, this is it. If you don't know it for fact or to be true, don't assume anything. Like, don't put a picture to the story that you haven't even read.
Yep.
You know, like a lot of people think, oh, so-and-so doesn't like me. Or they think, well, that person's not good enough to be a coach when you don't even know.
Right.
You know, like, don't create a story when you don't know.
Say it for the Karens in the back.
Yeah.
Okay. What word do you always mispronounce?
Oh, God. I was on a girls trip one time and there was one word. It wasn't pronouncing. I was using it poorly the entire time. But I mispronounce?
Uh-huh.
I don't know if there is one. Have you heard me say one?
I haven't.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
Good question. I know. Well, think about it.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Think about it. Okay.
Yep.
Last one. Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
Yeah.
What do you have?
And I literally have sent this out to a few people for accountability, like to spend more time with the people I enjoy and care about.
Thank you for being here.
I know.
My gosh.
See, look at this. Yeah. I've done it almost every day since the new year.
Oh, I love it.
Because we're very I'm very happy being at home. I'm very happy having a routine. I'm very happy going to bed early. And I'm like, in the whole scheme of life, those few times I maybe stay up a little later to have dinner with someone,
right,
or just stop by and say hi, or have people out totally unplanned. It's not going to be the end. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm going to survive that.
Yeah.
I take a nap sometime.
Yeah. I like it.
Okay, good.
Those are good. I like those earrings too.
Thank you, Mint.
Super cute. You just you look good. You look good.
Part of being a librarian. It's a requirement.
That's all I have.
Stripper / librarian.
Oh gosh.
Anyway,
okay. Yeah. OnlyFans
Ready.
page.
Mine are that was deep. That was like a New Year's.
I know it was.
Deep.
Wasn't it fun? You're welcome.
Yeah,
just
it was
remember
fun.
that when you ask me questions.
Okay. All right. I'm going to give you.
Oh, time.
Yep. I'm going to time. I'm going to be generous because I'm going to give you a minute.
Okay.
To name as many of the 50 states as you can. And go.
North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, Utah, California, Washington, Virginia, Indiana, Alaska, Hawaii, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina. Those other states.
That's 16.
Okay, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Rhode Island. How many is that?
That's 14.
Am I almost done?
No, wait, that's 19.
Georgia,
20.
Iowa.
21.
Oh,
And you have 20 seconds left.
oh my gosh, Alabama.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
10 seconds left.
What other states am I missing?
I don't know, but you're at 21. See if I can give you a letter. I don't know. Have you said any K's?
There's
Or
K's. I's. Illinois.
Good. 4
New
seconds.
Mexico.
Yep. 23.
Texas. Did I say Texas? I already said Texas.
And time.
Oh God.
That was 25. So half. I mean, not bad.
Oh my God. I felt like I was doing so good. I'm like,
You were.
Am I done?
The first 16 you rocked out, and
I know.
then it was Chokesville.
And then I was like,
Yeah.
that's 50.
Yeah. Wow. Woo. Wooza.
my God,
See,
I'm
that wasn't.
sweating.
Yeah. Like that wasn't so heartfelt, but it was good to put you in the hot seat for once.
I don't like that. Now I know what our people feel like.
Exactly.
I love it.
That's why I
We're gonna
cringe.
keep doing it.
Y'all
We're gonna
people
keep
did
doing
not,
it.
It backfired. It did not go the way I wanted it to.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
what about you? Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
Yeah, I'm a big New Year's person. So I write a letter to myself every year.
Oh,
And
nice.
every year it's been different for how many years have I done this now? 5 or 8 years.
Ooh, I
So
like
it might be a letter or it might be a list of things I want to do. And so this last year I forgot what I put, but I broke everything down. So it was health goals,
Oh, got it.
house goals, things I want done in my house.
Right.
Since it's an older house and we're redoing it. Family goals, books I want to read. So for this year, I want to I don't know. I just want to be more present, listen more, and listen not to respond. That's one of my biggest things. So that's really helpful with a podcast. And do bigger things for myself.
Nice.
I don't know. I just want to be one of those people. I'm I feel like I could do more.
Got you.
Yeah. And I want to get rid of gluten, period. I hate it.
Okay.
I hate
Gotcha.
gluten. It just makes me fluffy. And, there's all these times I'm I'm going to eat this cookie. And then I'm like, ooh, boy, that was a bad idea. So I just want to get rid of gluten, period. Anybody
it.
else? Yeah, no?
That's good.
And I want this podcast. I want us to go I want us to do some things, Lena.
We're gonna. We have a
because
plan.
We have a plan.
It's wrote down.
I know. So we're going to do it now.
That's part of commitment.
Yeah.
Writing it down, making it real,
Exactly.
tangible. It's gonna happen.
And then there's somebody else that wants to do a local podcast.
Oh,
and I don't even want
please.
them to
I mean, I'm all about supporting friends,
local and
but,
friends, but come
you
on.
know, imitation is the biggest form of flattery.
Ex-
So
It's hard to follow a killer, boys.
TM and
Yeah.
C.
Yeah.
C.
C.
Yeah, CC.
CC.
Yeah.
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 I wonder what their name's going to be called.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Boring.
Super boring.
Yeah.
Are you coaching anything right now?
Yes.
You are?
Yes. Assistant coaching my middle one's basketball.
Fun.
It is I love everything about basketball.
Yeah.
I love the speed. I love the physicality. I love basketball.
That's beautiful for
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I think the speed and the running is exhausting.
Oh, It's just, yeah, I just love everything about the game. And so I love watching my girls start to love it.
Yeah.
And they're getting more competitive. And in that, they're wanting to do more. You know, they want to practice, or they want to go and, you know, like watch it, and they talk about it. And so that's exciting because it's so fun to see them start to have these little passions that are like, we always said, you know, we're not going to force them. You know, we're going to let them choose. But I do think the best thing for kids is to be involved when they're young, whether it's music or band.
Continue.
Or speech or whatever. I think it's great. I think that's important.
That's really important. Hold on. Let me show you. You just you texted me back.
Well, it's not like they can be listening to us live.
I know, right? But still,
but one of maybe
cool.
our guests?
Yes, a future guest just messaged me back. I'm sorry.
This is amazing.
Okay,
well, you can totally interrupt me with that. Girl.
I don't want to say her name now because it's gonna be fun.
No.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to pull up her page.
Come on,
so
let's
I can
go.
show you. Oh my gosh.
Let's go.
Jordan.
I mean, my special guest is already committed. I just need a date. And people, when we say special,
things. Yeah,
we mean okay.
Right?
No.
Yes.
This is going to be
We're going to do
amazing.
big things this year, people. I hope everybody knows this.
That is big.
Hope everybody knows this. Okay.
Heck to the yep.
And then Clay just got to town too. So maybe we could throw Clay on here for a hot minute.
Why not?
Bring you to, sorry, people, I'm on my phone.
So upsetting.
Come to, what, fourth floor?
Yeah.
So coaching basketball.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yep.
Sorry,
and Jake is assistant coaching the oldest one's basketball team, and then helping take over, kind of have a transition in our softball team with coaching. And so he'll be having more of a role in that. So it's just exciting because they're still at the ages where they want us to be a part of things, yet they're independent and confident enough they don't have to have us be the ones, you know, and I think it's good for them to hear from other people and take direction from other people. But,
and you're not the head coaches, so you guys are just kind of there. That's like,
because I will be the oldest one's head coach next year in volleyball.
Oh my goodness!
Because of the way junior high starts at St.
Right.
Pat's, and so it's like, she'll get enough of me there.
Right.
Yeah.
So you got to be like you guys are in fun roles where it's like
yeah,
you got to be like the positive, uplifting person.
Yeah, yeah,
cool.
Yeah. So
both girls or all three girls playing basketball?
No, the youngest one we decided to pull her and not have her do anything because we'd be traveling so much for the other two on the weekends that she can practice with them, which she has done. And I'm like, she might even get just
Is that
as
the
much.
youngest?
Yeah, the youngest.
Well, I can just take her.
It's true. Please do. Yeah. She's an interesting cat.
She's adorable.
She is really adorable.
She's so cute.
Yeah.
So cute.
We were out to eat last night, like I said, and we needed to talk to our waitress. We had a question or something, and she looks at Jake and she goes, "Jake, just man up and go ask her the question." And I was like, "Yep, that's right. You talk." And I was like, "That's my kid."
I like it. That's great. Trying to think. So you're coaching. That's big. I'm not coaching anything right now. It's kind of break time. Well, I am. I'm still a coach, but I don't have any kids sports to do. We do start wrestling though. You know what? If it wasn't for that podcast with Skylar, we wouldn't be in this position. We wouldn't have went and got wrestling shoes at old sports shop yesterday. Oh yeah.
Okay, so help me understand, why do they have to have special shoes?
You know what, Lena, you're asking the wrong person.
So if Clay stops in,
we can ask him. Yeah.
I mean, probably, I guess a sneaker has a harder sole.
Yeah, so
on
these
it.
are
There's a soft leather. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So Bob down there at the sports shop, shout out, did a great job. Trip was so excited.
Well,
we ended up having to try on 3 pairs of shoes till we found the perfect fit.
Oh.
And he is so excited.
That is exciting.
Which I listened to a podcast the other day. It was Black Rifle Coffee. Have you ever listened to that one?
Oh my God. Have you ever had their coffee?
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah. Amazing. So good.
Amazing. Yes.
But so I was listening to an episode there, and I don't remember who their guest was, and he made a very valid point because he also does wrestling, and he has a wrestling club where he is from, and his son, also the same age as Trip, is young. So Trip's only 4. He's going to be 5. And his son, somebody's like, well, he's starting wrestling so young. He's like, why would you do that and burn him out? And he said, why would I not let my son do something that he really enjoys?
Yeah.
So why would I continue to make him wait when he can do it now? Like, this is for fun right now anyways. Like, they go the speed that they want. But, like, if they really want to do it, why would you hold him back?
Yeah.
And that, I was like, okay, that makes me feel better because Tripp has, like, wanted to wrestle now for 2 years.
Right.
And after hearing Skylar, I'm like, and talking to Skylar, I'm like, oh my goodness, Tripp could wrestle this year. And Tripp is so excited.
Right.
Tonight's the first wrestling practice.
Oh.
I'll send photos. Oh
Do.
my gosh, it's
Well,
so
I think
cute.
there's something to be said about, as parents, we control a lot of the environment at home that creates the energy around sports. So the level of competitiveness can often begin at home.
Yeah.
You know, like you can have a team that's, I mean, like my girls and their basketball teams, like, you know, they're great. They're learning the fundamentals. They're having fun. They're meeting new people. They're being physically active. And nothing about it is overly competitive right now. You know, if we were in a different part of the state, that may be a different story, or maybe even a different part, you know, of the country, that'd be a different story. But I think at home, we're just like, go have fun. Like, don't make this more than it is. But if you're wanting to be better than you are right now, you got to put the time in outside your team, you know?
Yeah.
But then you need to know that not everybody maybe wants to be at that level right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're still, I mean, they're obviously older than Tripp, but it's like, we don't need to be getting too uptight about things quite yet.
Exactly.
Like, let's just slow our roll.
Same parents. Same. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to think what else is there to talk about. What'd you get for Christmas?
A can opener. I don't know why you're laughing, but
Okay. That
okay.
was
Have you ever tried to open something and not had a can opener that works and you want to freak out?
yes. Yeah. That's why I have a good can opener.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now I have a great.
Good.
Yeah. Jake always
Beautiful.
gets me something that's like not even, I would never have asked for.
Right.
And at the moment, I want to just chuck it at his head rather than appreciate it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, and then I use it. And I'm so pissed because it's so necessary.
I bet you have one of these, but one of my favorite gifts I ever got was a vacuum sealer.
Oh, we have not got a good one of those. It's been a conversation for years
Oh,
because
my
we process
goodness.
all our own meat.
Yeah. Well, like, I mean, I vacuum seal everything. So it's like, oh, like for instance, for my birthday, shout out, Bonnie Terry brought me 3 dozen delicious cookies with gluten.
Ooh, okay.
But so they were so good. And I was like eating them. And Clay's like, you need to hide these because they are so freaking good. I
Sure.
don't know if she puts 20 sticks of butter in there.
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
Yeah.
So then I just froze them,
Great idea.
vacuum sealed them.
That's
They're like
amazing.
new.
That is so amazing.
And I vacuum seal everything.
Yeah. 2
Yeah.
years, maybe 2 or 3 years, he got me like one of those apple slicer things. And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Mama don't need this. And
Yeah,
then I
because you
used
just like to cut.
I can cut my own apple.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And then it was like, we used it so much that it finally broke. So I thought I'd
That's
probably
good.
be getting a
I need to
replacement of
eat-
that.
One of my goals I thought I wanted to put for this year was to eat an apple a day. But then I was like, I don't know if I'm that hungry.
1940? Or I think that was a health goal then.
Was it?
An apple a day keeps the doctor away?
Yeah. But I want to test it out and see if it's actually true. Do you think it is?
Well, how many years and days do you have to eat it to know?
I don't know.
What's our study?
I don't, like a
time
whole
frame.
year.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. Go for
But then I was like, I don't know if I like apples that much.
Yeah, I wouldn't by the end of it. I'll tell you
I
that
know.
right now.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
a good point. Apple pie, Dunskies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this little boy at school went to Mexico to see some of his family, and he brought me back these cookies and like this like some type of spread that you put, and it has like big like walnuts in it. Looks amazing. Haven't tried it,
Yeah.
but I tried one of the cookies today. I was like,
Delicious.
sweet mother of pearl. I'm glad I threw the wrapper away, so I can't figure out what they are because they came like individually wrapped.
Yeah.
So I was like, that was amazing, but I can't give it any credit because I don't want to know.
Right. Yeah. Because you just, what you, oh,
No, I know.
You know who wants to get on here?
Everybody.
And well, yeah, of course. But to talk about diets. I love technology.
It's always a blessing.
Yeah. Anyways.
Oh, and a curse.
And so back to Delaveau.
Yes.
He wants to come on here so we can talk about diets and things.
Like, what does he do exactly?
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
don't-
what do the men of God? I mean, they show up for work on Sunday. What do they do all week?
And they're
You know, I mean, come on.
yeah.
I don't.
I don't know. They
Monday
yeah,
through Friday. What are they working on?
I don't know because nothing.
No, I mean.
So if we last minute resort, we'll get Kyle on
yes,
here.
if we have some cancellations. I mean, but who's going to cancel?
Yeah, who's going to cancel this?
Yeah, no.
Also, chirp wheel. I got a chirp wheel for Christmas.
Okay.
You need one of those.
I have no idea what you're
Back
talking about.
issues.
Sounds exciting.
It's heavenly.
What does it do for buffalo humps?
No, I told you I was going to get you one because I'm quite sure it would fix it.
You think that's gonna?
It would.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I haven't even seen it. Like, is it gone?
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Just pretend it is. Yep,
You look at that screen. So if something crazy happens, you let me know.
got it. I'm on it.
And a glass straw.
Oh yeah, the glass straws. Okay, but
Yes.
you got that for Christmas? But was it an early Christmas?
Yeah.
present?
Well,
'Cause I
it was
thought-
from one of my volleyball players.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay,
and it was.
good.
It's just like changes liquids.
Do you worry about it chipping? Like I would feel like.
No.
You know
But
what I
like
mean?
you
Like-
also don't like metal straws, right?
No.
Yeah, I cannot do
No.
that.
I don't. Yeah, I can't even stand someone opening up gum in tinfoil. It makes my teeth hurt really bad.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. You know what I mean? Anyways, it's weird.
Yeah.
But
Okay. What
so
else?
when do you go heavy into recruiting?
We're during season, so we only have 2 more players left to go, and then we'll be done for 2023. So
Really? You only need to sign 2 more players.
that's right. So we already have offers out. So we're just kind of waiting to hear
Oh my
what's
goodness!
happening.
I had no idea.
Yeah. So if they're listening, make a wise choice, ladies.
Yep. Get your lives together and sign on the dotted line. Let's go. All right.
Yeah, and then we'll start on 2024.
Wowzers.
Yeah, but we start spring season February 1st. So
Oh my gosh.
yeah, so they kind of get like 2 weeks back, pretty low key when they come back for the spring, and then rock and roll. But
That's like super exciting.
yeah, this computer's like giving me the itch now because I don't want it to mess up again.
Well, it happens. It happens.
What else? Should we tell like people like our game plans for our podcast since this is our 2023 episode?
Maybe we can give
We
them
can
a
like
little-
just
yeah,
like the main
yeah,
gist. So, like we
yeah.
kind of want to change things up a little bit.
Yeah.
These are our goals for our podcast. So like
Yeah.
we're going to start off every month with 2 famous people. Us.
yeah.
Hello. No, we're going to start off every month. We're going to have like somebody that's not from the community, but like a known name. So
Yep.
like somebody that's like, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
they got who on
Yeah.
here?
Yep.
So we're going to start off with that. That'll be our first Tuesday episode of the month. And then we will go into, you talk about it.
Local
Local.
celeb, as
Yep.
we like to call him.
Yeah.
It like you said, just what happened with having Skylar on. You don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
Someone comes in here, tells you a little bit about something yourself, like, oh my gosh, that's available.
Right.
And so that's exciting that we can learn so much from the people closest to us, closest around us. Then, young athlete,
Yep.
which,
And that can be any
yes.
young athlete.
I have a couple players dying to get on, and they're
Yes.
young. And of course, Celia keeps saying, like, when is it my turn? When are you going to bring me
Oh
in?
my
And I was like,
goodness.
"Oh,
yeah.
yeah."
I'm thinking
So,
we can do, all sorts of young athletes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
And then we'll go back to some more
Local.
locals again. And then I think we're going to start doing some mini sessions too.
Yes.
Yes.
And you'll probably see a lot more happening on our Facebook page. We'll be a little
Yes.
more active and maybe timely with our
Yes.
drops.
Yes, that is part
But
of my
life
goals.
also happens
Yes.
sometimes,
Yeah.
you know.
Get
And-
better on marketing.
And our manager does do a lot of that on her own. And so,
free of charge.
Yeah.
So
and I am more of a sidelines kind of gal. So I got to step up.
I'm
you know.
still debating. I'm like, do I get a separate Twitter account for our coaching caffeine page? Like, or do I just use my own? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You gotta do
That's
you.
like one. That's
yeah.
some like question I need to ask some famous marketing person.
Yeah. Which
But-
we probably need to sit
Yeah.
down with somebody and get,
To get some. But speaking of that, make sure you guys follow us on Facebook,
Yes.
Instagram,
Yes.
Twitter.
And tell us a little bit about like something because we have a couple mini series that we're going to do.
Yeah.
But if there's something you're wanting us to talk about or someone you're wanting us to talk to, let us know. Because again, we don't know who and what we don't know. So
And we want to do at least 5 events this year. And we're going to knock out 2 before March.
Yes, we are.
So we
actually.
have one coming up in Cozad on, is it the 14th? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It is.
Are you ready for that?
Yeah.
I don't even know what we're talking
And
about.
I have basketball the day that day
Oh
and
my
the
goodness.
next day.
Okay, well, so I was thinking, I was like, you know what some good topics will be? Holidays.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yep.
Yes, please. Yeah, because I'm like, holidays, like, good combos.
You know, Celia got strep throat over the holidays, and so I kind of had to bow out of a few things, and guess what? Didn't cry. I was so excited. She's like, if you want to go do whatever. I was like, nope, I'm perfectly fine. chilling with you at home. This is awesome.
Clay just asked me why your kids are driving around the block.
Well, you know what? Tell them to mind his business because they are in the car by themselves waiting for my husband to pick them up.
He's like,
they're like, we just want to stay in here and watch a movie. Luckily, nobody has homework yet.
That
Praise
is
the Lord.
so funny.
We're slow. Okay, having a 10 a.m. start the day after break is anyone who wants to cuss that, I will meet you in the parking lot right now.
you like it or don't?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You cannot go back from literally being holiday hungover for 2 weeks, meaning no real bedtimes, no real meal times, pure.
So that's how they need to
chaos.
come back, is
Yes.
what you're saying.
Do a 10 a.m. start. Let us slowly get back. I mean, if you would see faces today of students compared to yesterday, it was like they got hit in the face with a sledgehammer. They have no idea what the H day of the week it is. They have no idea. They haven't seen this early of a time in over 2 weeks.
Same for the adults, because I literally told Clay, I was like, I woke up at 7 every day, which is really late compared to 5:30.
Yes.
So bad.
Yesterday,
So
I said, I am not going to set an alarm because, of course, I'm going to be up, have my workout done before I even have to get ready.
Yeah.
My alarm goes off at 8:15 for a 10 a.m. start. I was like, sweet mother of pearl.
Yeah.
I slept in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hauled tail, and of course, we were fine. Mm-hmm. My husband had committed to a sleepover on the night of the school day with a 10 a.m. That's never happened in my lifetime.
Yeah.
And luckily, it was a 10 a.m. Late start. But I was like, okay. Anyway, speaking of those kids, hopefully shouldn't be driving much longer. I think Jake's on his way to get them. So,
yeah, Clay's like, just let me know when you're ready to come get me. Trying to think what else we can talk about. AVCA convention, you're going next year.
going.
Like
Yes.
you have to go.
Yes.
I was Coach McCall, that was our first time going, and I'm like, you're gonna think like, oh my gosh, you spend so much money, and you do, but it's more or less just like meeting people, and you get to learn a few things about coaching too, and getting yourself out there, especially like in college coaching. Well, even like in your coaching, like just meeting new people that you can bounce ideas off of. And
How many times have you went?
4 times.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
Wow.
so-
Good for you. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And which is, I probably should have went 8 times, but I just never did. And like, if it was like a long ways away, that's also costs a little bit more money. Omaha, great place to do it though, because it's easy to drive. We stayed in a really awesome Airbnb, because that saved us money. So me, Coach McCall, Coach Hannah, and then we took one of my players. We'll have to get her. She could be one of our first, our youth players, because she went.
Vic?
Yep, Vic, because she had a scholarship to go.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so she had everything paid for. So that was exciting to have her.
That is exciting.
Yeah.
So when someone says to you, like, and I think we've asked people, and I don't know if I ever asked you because I don't know if I've actually interviewed you, but what do you see yourself doing as a coach, and where do you see yourself like either stepping into a new role or shifting gears? Like, I don't, that's, I've only been at this 2 years.
Right.
In a very low scale.
Yeah. I don't know. I just want to be somebody, which it's like, it makes me sound so vain, but like, I want to be somebody that people don't have to like ask who I am, if that makes any sense.
yeah,
Like for
vanity,
coaching,
yeah.
I love junior college coaching. I want to stay coaching forever, but I also want to be somebody that steps into a role that people aren't stepping into, like the more the committee member kind of things, which I've started to do. And that was a huge help to Mary Young, which we talked to in our one episode. Mary's got me to be a part of NJCAA. I hold a role within Region 9. I'm the assistant women's region director. So, just keeping in those roles and like being more of an advocate for women's sports, especially volleyball. So that's kind of, to continue to do more of that. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to speak at AVCA, and just to get more insight, and to show people, like who I am, and that I'm not like a very strict person, but also fun. Because like my speech that I gave was all like humor, but it was also a little morbid. I even told him that. I'm like, sounds so morbid, but like, I just want you to like, how to be somebody and be a coach. It's also relatable and creates relationships and yada, yada.
So what was that experience like for you? That speaking experience?
It was so much fun. I was really kind of concerned that there wasn't going to be like anybody, because like during my speech or the time I was speaking, there was two or three other sessions. So I probably had 75 people in mine, which was still, I thought was a good amount. I mean, I was in a few other sessions that were like hundreds of people, but 75 for my first time.
Yeah.
it was fun. And afterwards I had so many people that came up and they're like, this was so good. Like,
Oh,
you know, and I'm
good.
like, okay, this is great, you know? And
Now, do they get to fill out like comments?
yes,
you know?
they do.
Okay.
And so
And you get to see all that?
I get to see those. I haven't got them yet. So
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous what they said. But even like the people that I've like worked with, like other coaches, like they had no idea that I didn't play college volleyball. I only played college volleyball for a year. And so then it was just like, I have all these other things that I can relate to coaching. Yeah. So it was kind of fun.
Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
fun.
And
What was the biggest challenge for you in stepping up and doing that?
I don't know. I guess just not being afraid of like people not listening, I guess.
Okay.
You know, like that was my challenge. I wanted to make sure it was like engaging. I don't like listening to a speaker or going to a meeting and it's like, what is the point of this?
Right.
So like my challenge was just like making sure my presentation was like, I wanted to see people taking notes and writing things down. And the best part about when I knew I was succeeded, when I changed a slide and I was talking about it and then I'd see everybody with their phones taking a photo of the slide.
Oh,
And that's when I knew I was
good.
like,
Yeah.
okay, this
Yes.
is what I wanted. Like I wanted
Yeah.
to make sure that there was interaction.
Right.
And, you know, and people raising hands. And so I made like my presentation, you know, very interactive and it worked.
Awesome.
And so that was like a big plus for me.
Wow.
And I
Good
made
job.
so many connections
Congratulations.
afterwards,
Yes, you did.
which was so cool.
Yes.
So cool.
That is really
Yeah.
awesome.
And then we did the podcast there.
Yes, we did.
And so got some huge perks with that because the people next to us didn't have their equipment. So they're like, we will do anything. I was like, great. So here's who I want on our podcast. And they're like, done deal.
Nice.
Yes.
Good. Oh,
Yes. So
yeah,
I'm so
that's
excited. So for one of those famous people that we have
Yes.
come on here.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yep. So
Okay, so I'm gonna jump back when you were talking about New Year's resolutions. You write them. You do yours for you, like health wise, home wise, family wise. Do you and Clay talk about things like kind of map things out?
we like not like sit down and do it. It's more or less like, hey, we need to do better at this. Let's do things different this year. And so like Clay, he's like, we're going to eat different.
Oh,
And I was like, oh, we are
okay.
we? You cooking?
When he says different, what is he meaning?
Oh,
Like,
like
let's be-
right now we are carnivore dieting.
Okay,
Yes.
come on over to our freezer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Yeah.
Send us all the meat and cheese and butter. That's why Kyle. So somebody
You're gonna be putting butter in your chili now. You just got to.
Oh, you can't eat chili.
Oh, sweet mother of pearl. Are we still going?
No, we're still going.
Okay, good. Oh, you can't eat chili because it's
Yeah,
got beans.
exactly.
Well, you can eat the beef
the beef
broth
part.
and beef.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was one of the reasons Kyle Delaveau, because they're like, oh, Kyle's a big carnivore person. So I was like, you know what? I'll do it for like 3 weeks, Clay. But if I'm not, like, I'm going to do my own thing.
Right.
But Clay's like, because he had listened to a podcast on Black Rifle and he was like, I'm doing it. Because like, and then I've been following this girl on Instagram. That's like the beef and butter gal or something.
Oh,
Kyle told me to follow her.
Okay.
And now I'm like, ugh. So just, meat
I
and
think
cheese.
it's interesting. You just trust Kyle. I mean, you don't find him sketch at all. I mean,
A little bit.
occupation doesn't always mean stability and honesty, you know?
Right? Yeah.
I just feel like you're putting a lot of, energy and vulnerability.
Kyle is somebody just the last time I talked to him, I'd said something. He's like, okay, going back to what you said to me earlier. And I was like, oh, what'd I say? Like, he listens when you speak to him.
Well, I mean, he's just waiting for someone to show up and talk to him. I mean, he sits there alone Monday through Friday,
Not doing anything.
Not doing anything.
Yeah.
I mean, we showed up at a meeting. They're just sitting there quietly.
Forever.
Yeah,
not
like, how
doing
can you be
anything.
having a, what did they call it, staff meeting?
Yeah.
How can you have a
In
staff meeting in
silence?
silence?
Yeah. Those giggle
Something about
grams,
prayer.
That
But
was
I don't know. It just seemed like naps.
the giggle grams.
Yes.
Hilarious.
Amazing.
You know what? We could do those all year round.
You read my mind because I was going to say that earlier. Those might be
If
like
somebody has
birthday
a birthday,
grams, like,
whatever,
Valentine's Day.
I do not care.
Yeah, doesn't matter. We have another one we have to do.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
We need to reach out
and I
to
think
them.
we have to wear the employee what the employees wear. So we have to wear the whatever attire. What do you
I
call it? Work
love
attire?
that.
Yes,
I love
for them.
that.
And we just have to show up. And I can kill it when it comes to waiting tables. So you may be out to eat one night and we're going to show up. That's all I'm going to say. So hopefully on like
Oh my
Friday, Saturday night, that's when we do it.
Those are
and
the
we just go
most.
up.
Those are the most fun because they were just so like
Yep.
ad lib and like
Yes.
off the cuff.
Yeah.
The church one,
Amazing.
that was so freaking funny.
Yep.
And their facial expressions, I'm like,
Some of them were better than others.
yes. I'm like, who is that crabbo?
Somebody.
Shelby Anderson.
Yep.
What a gem.
Well, that's I feel.
All sarcasm.
Okay. I was like,
He was like, was he?
have
Like,
you ever been walked? Like, I feel like, I mean, it's not like we were proposing, but I feel like the hurt we felt was like if someone was proposing and before the girl says anything, she just walks away.
that was Shelby.
Yes. We weren't even down on one knee yet and he was out.
Yeah.
Like he wanted nothing to do with it.
And then it was like, we are here.
Yeah,
till
we're
you
waiting.
come
We're
back.
not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And when I think about
It
my
was
feet being up
forced.
on his desk, I was like, you know what? Maybe that was it. Maybe that level of disrespect just kind
I
of,
just don't think he had his chew yet for the morning.
you know, some people they got, you know, yeah. Yes. When you have a cup of coffee and a spitter
Yeah.
side by side, I just feel like
Yikes. Yeah, that was good.
living a good
but
life.
yeah, so if anybody ever wants to do a gigglegram, no matter when, we could do this for Valentine's Day, whatever.
birthday, St. Patrick's Day,
anniversary.
Easter.
Yes.
Yes.
President's Day, Martin Luther King Day.
Keep
we have a
talking.
lot of
May
holidays
Day,
coming
4th of
up.
July,
Whatever.
Memorial Day, Labor Day.
We're
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
We
We
are there.
We'll just have to have different outfits.
Yes.
Or
Every time.
we just wear Christmas jammies all year round.
Yes.
Speaking of jammies, I got gifted some pajamas.
You did?
I did.
What a good gift.
I know. They're like these waffle Victoria's Secret. But the best part is, so first of all, well, there's two best things. It's a pant.
They
and
cover
top.
everything.
Well, that seemed unnecessary for bedtime, but whatever. The pants have pockets
Yes, they do.
and the top is short sleeve.
Yes.
When do you ever get pants and short? I guess, I mean, I don't know. I'm very new to the pajama world.
Yeah.
So I was thrown off because I was like, it's going to be long sleeve. Mom's going to get too hot. And I was like, short sleeve?
It's nice, isn't it?
So exciting.
You're welcome.
And they cup my larger butt. I mean, they're very,
Yeah.
they're good.
And they're a pretty color.
They're beautiful. Like
Yeah, that's
like
a good
nice
person that got you
lilac.
those.
Yes,
Good gift.
Very nice.
Good
Speaking of, and also this cup, I posted. People are wanting to know where it was purchased.
Oh, okay.
Did you research that for them?
I
asked
can
you
do
to-
that.
Okay.
Yeah, I can send you that.
Yeah.
Etsy. Love Etsy.
Because somebody was like, I need this. And I was like, well, if you want to get my name on it, it's fine. But,
It's,
you
it's
know,
so cute.
it
Isn't
is
it?
cute.
Armpit
Okay,
edges.
you all right over there? Yeah, okay. We went to Parrot Cove.
Ooh, I saw that. Thanks for the
New Year's Eve.
invite.
You're welcome.
I'm going
I
to take
was
that
waiting
very
for you.
seriously that you don't like me, but
Oh,
whatever.
I know. I
I'm
love it.
totally
Yes.
kidding.
No.
I've actually always wanted to take the kids down there. You liked it?
You need to.
Yeah.
And get some of your family together. 1st of all, it's 3 hours from here. So, and it doesn't open till noon.
Okay.
So
And it's at the hotel, right?
It's at the hotel, but
Yeah.
you don't have to go through the hotel. You can go just to Parrot Cove.
Ooh, okay.
Speaking of, we could just, we should probably get a free day trip because, but anyways, drive down. It doesn't
Yeah.
open till noon. You could spend all day and drive home that night if you don't want to stay in the hotel.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's big enough that it's fun, small enough you can always, know where your kids are.
Yeah,
Like
I
they
like
can't
that.
get too far away.
I like that.
Like some of the
We need
others
to
get a
do
little
that.
big.
Yeah.
So for your kids' ages, it would be perfect.
I just don't like swimsuits. Ugh.
Oh, but let me tell you what, you feel real good about yourself after you go
to there.
either a resort.
Well, to
That's
Garden
not
City,
too ex-
Kansas. I mean, I don't know about that.
You're like, hello. You feel so
You,
good.
Clay, you got yourself a winner here,
Yeah.
babe.
Yep.
Yeah, don't
Yep.
even. Don't even.
Are those slipper socks?
Yeah.
Oh, no, they're not.
What?
Like they have little grippies on the bottom?
Yeah.
And you're wearing them in a boot?
Yeah.
Okay, Kenlin.
Listen, I have an issue here.
Cold feet?
I don't even one. I don't know what my outfit is, so don't judge me.
It's
Kayla
like-
Smalley saw me earlier, and she was like,
You're like half buckle,
"I was
half
like,
workout.
I don't know what's happening, but I have this problem with my pants; they're too short, and so then like whatever shoes I wear,
Oh.
then my ankles show.
I got ya.
and my ankles are like white as snow. So then it's like, oh, nice white socks, Haley, and it's like, no, those are my ankles. So I just try to cover.
Yeah, okay. With your mint green grippy socks. So Kenlin one day at school was like, my shoes are too tight. And I go over there and she has her slipper socks on. And I was like, yeah, because those are slippers.
Well,
They're not a
yeah,
sock.
They're nice and soft, and they like I can grip the bottom of
Okay.
my shoe better.
That's great.
You're welcome.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, yeah. Do you have a word?
A word for the year?
Yes.
Do you?
I have always had one. I haven't picked one yet this year.
I haven't even thought about it because I haven't finished my letter for 2023 yet. I'm still like, it's not even a letter; it's a list. Lots of lists.
See, I do a list and then I keep them together. and I like to be able to show the girls. And then like Jake and I will sit down and write like our top 10 things that we want to do, like on our property, you know, not just like the house, but like things that we want to do. He'll do 10, I'll do 10. Then we compare them and we put them in order of priority.
I love that.
Yeah. And sometimes the priority can be like financially, we're not going to be able to do this for 5 years. So it has to go down. And then that way, like we're on the same page. So when we're talking about like big bucket items, like we've already kind of, you know, we know where that's going to go. Mm-hmm. And then the other thing we do is just like, who do we ultimately want our family to be? And like, what steps does it take to get us there? So we have those. And that's why it kind of came to the point of like,
I feel like Clay and I need to talk more about this. It's more or less I make all those decisions.
Yes. And that used to be,
and then he follows.
It may be like an 8, you know, like, I mean, we're getting to that point of like, our life is going to be more about the moments we have than the stuff, or, you know, like it's, because maybe it's not that way in the beginning because you're trying to work to a point to be able to have certain things and do certain things. Now we're like, we don't need anything else but time with people that we care about.
More important.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know, but
I love it.
Of course. It's good stuff.
It is good stuff.
Yeah, you know, we're going to have a word. We're going to have to talk
I know,
next
we
time
need
about,
to. Okay. I'm going to write that down on my list.
Because we got to come back to that.
Word of 20.
I'm leaning towards freedom.
Freedom?
Mm-hmm. In a weird...
I don't know. I just want something that's like, yeah. I mean, I have some big goals.
Then we do 3 for the family, like our 3 words.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Well,
people are glad we're back and ready to go.
They are. And they want to do this.
Yeah.
Okay, so first off, a few things to end this up. Mm-hmm. See you guys in Cozad.
Yep.
With BJ.
Yep. The 14th of January. That's a Saturday.
Yep. And it's going to be good.
It's going to be hilarious.
Beautiful. We have big things coming. Mm-hmm. We're going to be reaching out to a few of you guys. So
yeah,
you better be ready.
Yep.
What else?
We're going to do some mini series.
Yes. We have another big event coming up in February. We got to meet with our person.
Yep. Our catering and event manager.
Yeah.
Which he's great. Sometimes we just kind of roll off cuff and he puts a little more thought and we just think things should happen on a flip of a coin. And that's not always the way it works.
Right.
And we're going to be announcing, and obviously when you are a sponsor, because we have some who are interested in being sponsors, we'll be talking more about them with each episode. So which will be so fun.
And they're going to be fun. It's not going to be like, oh, here comes another commercial in the middle of our podcast.
No, you're not even going to feel it.
We'll probably get a cup of coffee for Cal and have him make all of the commercials, which would be so funny.
Who?
Cal.
Oh, mother of goodness.
We can just give it to him and he has to come.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he did so good with the last
So
ones.
good.
So good.
What was that? Oh, the bus driver.
The bus driver.
Oh,
that was good.
Was so classic.
That was really good.
I've ran into a couple people in Getting Back to Life, and that was one they had brought up and just like so good.
So good.
And a lot of them have been really good. Yeah. That I've had people message me like, oh my gosh, I didn't know this about so-and-so, or oh my gosh, like I'm so glad you interviewed them. Mm-hmm. So that's what's fun.
Yeah.
But like you said, we've only been at this 9 months.
Yeah.
What are we going to be like? All the things we'll be saying next year this time.
Right.
And not that we need to look that far ahead, because even just now to March,
it's going to be big.
It's going to be whamsies. Mm-hmm. Good times.
Well, I guess.
To all our future sponsors.
Yes.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Have a nice cup of Joe or a coffee, whatever it is you call it in your cup that's
or
dark
and
caffeinated.
Or whatever. And you need to listen to our last 2 episodes.
Yeah. Oh, I do. Yeah. My new earbuds I'm super excited about.
But Alani, feel free to reach out whenever you want us to. You could be our sponsor too.
Why not?
I know. So good.
I don't understand it, but that's great.
Mm-hmm. And everyone stay tuned. I'm going to post photos tonight of Trip Wrestling.
Oh, yes, please do. Yes.
Yeah. So thanks, Skylar, for that.
Thanks, Skylar.
I just burped.
Oh, okay.
Do we have anything else?
Well, thanks for all the listeners and for the positive feedback. Yep. And
we look forward to this new year with you guys.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Love y'all.
And that's a wrap for Coaching Caffeine and Comedy. I'm your host, Hayley Kobza.
And I'm Lena.